Hello, welcome to your practice today. My name is Irene Doherty. And for this practice, take the next few moments to make sure you've got everything that you need, that you want. Cushions, pillows to sit on, blankets, maybe a strap, some kind of block or lift, and always a chair as an option. So you can always start practice by sitting in the chair, and I'll let you know when you might move around. And then once you do get all of your things organized in your space, on the floor, on a cushion, or up on a chair, a piece of furniture, find a tall, comfortable seat. Begin to settle into your body. Begin to settle into the mental space that you are here for your yoga practice. Welcome again to your practice today. Remaining in your tall seat. Let's take our hands and interlace them right in front of the heart center. And then flip the palms out. Take a big breath in, reach through the arms, lift them up towards the sky. If your shoulders and neck need more space, then find a bit of a bend in the elbow. Draw the arms back, lift through the navel center. Take a really big breath in. Let your lungs stretch, let your rib cage stretch. And as you exhale, gently release the hands down to the legs. So today's practice is all about the immune system. And we're going to be specifically working with the lymph system in the body. And this is an amazing system that runs through the entire body. And its main job is to clean out the old, is to flush out the old. Even when we're completely at rest, even when we're in our deepest sleep, there is movement going on within inside of us. We have a heart beating, we have lungs, we have cells processing, we have organs digesting, and all of this creates some kind of waste product. So the job of the lymph system is to take that waste and eliminate it out of our body. When we don't eliminate the waste, it accumulates, and that's when things get a little congested. That's when things can get a little uneasy, and it also invites disease into the body. So we're going to be flushing that out. And you know, the physical body is always a perfect metaphor for our energetic anatomy and what we're doing in this practice beyond the physical. And that is that we are constantly moving, we're constantly working and processing, and there's lots of stuff that we don't need. There's lots of debris, there's lots of rubbish, there's lots of garbage. And we have an energetic anatomy that helps us process all of that out. And sometimes we get a little clogged. So flushing out the old, whatever's ready to go can leave us in this practice today. Leaving space for whatever is going to be created, whatever is being created. So coming back into your body, coming back into your seat. You might close the eyes down if that feels good for you. You might gaze down the tip of the nose if that feels good for you. Begin to soften the eyes. Begin to soften the forehead and the eyebrows. Begin to soften the jaw, the tops of the shoulders. Soften down through the arms, into the elbows and hands. Soften down through the hips, and the legs and feet. Soften the whole body. Energize the spine. The spine is lifting us up into space. Relieving some of that pressure of congestion. Lifting tall through the spine. And soft everywhere else. Become aware of your physical body sitting on the earth. Become aware of the whole body. Whole body. And turning your attention now to the breath. Don't do anything to change it. Simply notice that you're breathing. Notice how the breath creates movement in the body. Maybe you can even notice how the inhale supports the energizing of the spine, and the exhale supports the softening of the rest of the body. Awareness of body, awareness of breath, and the relationship between them. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill the lungs up from belly to collarbones. Open mouth, exhale. Bringing our palms together in Anjali Mudra, palm to palm, fingers to fingers, thumbs gently rest to the heart center, the sternum. Lifting our hearts to meet the thumbs, we'll bow our head down to the heart. Take this moment to honor the collective intention for practice today. Tuning into this built-in feature, both physically and energetically, that flushes out the old. We can cleanse our own body, we can cleanse our own mind and emotions, creating room for new, for something new that is maybe already even being created. And holding in our heart center and our mind's eye, the ancient sages and yogis of India who received these teachings and who carry these teachings, to all the teachers that ever were, that are, and ever will be. We thank you for sharing this practice with us so that we may be here right now, today, finding our way back to our own center for health and well-being. Take another deep breath in, fill the lungs up from belly to collarbones. Open mouth, exhale. We're going to interlace the fingers just like before, but the opposite way, so the awkward feeling way. Turn those palms out with a big inhale. Stretch through the arms, lift up towards the sky. Bend the elbows as you need to create space in the neck and shoulders. Take another big inhale. Exhale, release through the arms, stretch out through the arms as you release fingertips down to the earth, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lift chest, heart, gaze. Exhale, turn the palms out as we sweep down, energizing out through the fingertips, chin to chest. One more. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, sweeping down. Lifting the head up. We'll come and transition our seat. So if you are up in a chair or on a piece of furniture, come on down now. I'm going to come off of my cushion. I'm going to extend the legs out nice and long. Now, if the low back is rounded here, sitting up on a little bit of a cushion, a little pillow or blanket can be really helpful. Once you do find your seat, rock from side to side and pick up the muscles of the glutes, the buttocks, and move those out of the way. Gives the hips even more space. We're going to take the hands behind us and out to the side a little bit. They're like a kickstand. So resting on our fingertips so that we can lift up tall through the spine. We're going to bring all of our focus and attention down into our feet. So we're going to toes. Spread the toes as wide as you can. And then crunch the toes up as tight as you can. Spread the toes, crunch the toes. Breath pattern, not too specific here. Just breathe deeply, focusing on your toes. Pumping the toes open and closed. And do one more of those. And then relax the toes. And we're going to point through the ball mounds of the feet. And as we point, spread and pull the toes back. So get as much space between those toes as you can. And then we're going to pull with the tops of the feet back. Really reach through the heels. Point through the ball mounds, toes spread. And then flex the feet. Reach through those heels. And do that a few times. Giving all your attention right now down to your feet. And we'll do one more. Point through the ball mounds of the feet, and then reach through the heels. Relax the legs. Now we're gonna invert and evert the feet. So it's kind of like we're opening the feet like a book. Bring the big toes, the base of the big toes to touch, and keep them together. And then close the soles of the feet. And then with the base of the big toes staying connected, peel the outer edges of the feet away. So really activating the outer thighs here. Then close the feet and open the feet. And you can probably start to feel this. Move all the way up your legs into your hip joints. And closing the soles of the feet, opening the soles of the feet. One more. Relax the feet, and then we'll take some rotations in the ankles. A few times in one direction, and a few times in the opposite direction. And then we'll bounce the legs up and down on the floor. Keep going. So we're really waking up the waterways in the body, right? So we can think of this flush out as the element of water. And then relax the legs, shake them from side to side. And then we'll come into a child's pose. So lifting up in the knees, we'll swing our legs around. If you're on a hard surface, place a blanket underneath your shins. Big toes come to touch, knees open up wider than the hips. If hips and knees need some extra support, a blanket or pillow between the back of the thighs can be really nice. Sit back towards the heels first, lift in the spine, get really long in the front body, and then slowly start to walk your arms forward. Extended child's pose. Lift up onto the fingertips, and you might even take a block or some kind of prop and place it right underneath your forehead. So your forehead can rest without falling down. Want to keep the neck nice and long. So still up on those fingertips, hollowing out our armpits as well. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, flatten the palms, but keep elbows lifted. One more deep breath here. Lift the navel center up to the spine so you can lift your torso just a tiny bit and walk your hands over to the right. Really extend through the left arm. I'm going to take my right hand and curl the fingers up and make a little rest for my forehead. Just a little lift. So again, my neck isn't bent down. You can use another prop as well. Reach that left hip back towards the heel. Take a deep breath into that left side body. Exhale, hug navel center to spine. Good. One more deep breath. Stretch through left side body. Exhale, engage navel center to spine. Keep navel center to spine as you lift your torso up a little bit to walk around to the other side. Reaching over now to the left, curling up my left hands and fingers to rest my forehead on. Actively reaching that right hip back down to the heel. Take a deep breath into the right side body. Let it stretch. And exhale, navel center to spine. And one more deep breath. Inhale, stretching. Exhale, engage navel center. Continue to engage navel center as you lift yourself up. Walk your torso back to center. And then begin to walk the hands towards you, sitting up nice and tall. So this might be comfortable for you to sit in. It might not. So take any seated position that feels good in this moment, even if that means coming back up into a chair. we're going to do some torso rotations. So gently waking up the abdomen and the digestion, because ultimately everything in that lymphatic system makes its way into the digestion to be eliminated in some kind of way, the organs of elimination. Rotating down in the abdomen, just kind of like a grinding or churning motion down in the belly. The upper body's just going along for the ride, but the movement's not being generated from the chest, it's being generated from the abdomen. Inhale forward, exhale back. Find a nice rhythm of rotation that can keep pace with your deep breath. Breathing through the nose. We'll take one more in this direction. Pause at the exhale. Inhale, begin rotating in the opposite direction. So wherever you are, you've got a stable seat in your pelvis so that you can focus on the abdomen churning all of the organs of the nation, the digestive organs in the front and the kidneys in the back of the body. Bringing the element of water into this, you can almost think, this movement that we're making, kind of creating this funnel, this whirlpool, if you will, that's going to help to draw all of the debris, all of the impurities, everything that we don't need. It's going to draw it right into its funnel for elimination. And you can toss any thoughts you want in there as well. You can toss any emotions into that whirlpool as well and let them be eliminated. Few more. Let's take one more rotation. And come back to center. Sit tall for a moment. Allow the shoulders to soften down the back. Take a deep breath in. Fill up from belly to collarbones. Open mouth, exhale. It's coming into a tabletop position now. You can always pad up underneath your knees. Bringing the base of the palms underneath the shoulders, the knees, underneath the hips. We're going to stretch the right foot back. Keep the foot down on the floor. And we're going to rock on the calf muscle. You can rock a little bit. You can rock a lot. So opening up the back of the leg, pumping through the ankle again. Right, so when it comes to the limb system and the legs, it's got to be able to flow against gravity. And that can be a little challenging to go against gravity. So helping that along, helping to flush the system out. Okay, now picking up this right leg and bending the knee. Flex the feet like you're trying to stamp the foot up onto your ceiling. Take a big inhale and lift the chest up. Shoulders are hugging down towards the hips. As we exhale, curl knee to nose. Really push the floor away through the arms. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, curling in. Good, 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl in. 2 more. Rooting down through the fingertips, rooting down through that left foot. Inhale, open up, and release down. Shift the hips from side to side. Give the wrists a break if they need it for a moment. And now extending that left leg behind us, toes down on the ground, pumping through the ankle and the calf muscle. Keep your breath flowing deeply as you're doing this. And again, having that element of water in our awareness, and the water in our legs of the lymph system have to flow up to get to the digestive system in the belly. So we're helping to flush that out, since it has to move against gravity, since most of the time we're standing upright. All right, and then still that rocking motion. We'll pick our left leg up, bend the knee, flex through the foot like we're trying to stamp the sole of the foot onto the ceiling. Inhale, heart reaches forward, shoulder blades hug to the hips. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Press through the arms, engage fingertips. Inhale, opening. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Good, ground down through that right foot. 2 more. We'll inhale, open up 1 more time, and release. Again, shift from side to side. Give the wrists a break for a moment, turn them on the other side to stretch them, maybe come off and shake through the wrists a little bit. Bringing the hands back down. This was very, block actually might come in handy. A little block, a little pillow, something like that to give us an extra lift. We're gonna step the right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. So this is where that block might come in handy. It gives us a little more space in our chest. So the back toes can flatten out. And we're gonna lift through this right arm, extend the arm forward, reach forward through the whole torso. Take a big inhale. And then as you exhale, pull that arm back like an archer, like you are pulling your bow back. So the hand stays right at the shoulder level. Inhale, reach forward, and exhale, draw back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, draw back. Round, press firmly into that front heel. 2 more. Inhaling, exhaling, twist. Inhaling, exhaling, twist. Good, 1 more. And we're going to inhale the arm forward and exhale, release the hand down. Take an inhale, lift through the front body as much as you can. Exhale, shift back into a reverse lunge. So the spine can round like cat, lengthen out through this front leg. Inhale, reverse lunge. Keep the base of this front big toe connected to the floor. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Then 2 more. Moving with your breath. Letting the breath initiate the movement. Tapping into that element of water. Flushing out. And inhale, come back forward. You might place that left hand up on that prop again. Reach the right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale. Pull back. Archer again in our twist. And now extend the arm. And maybe you lift up that back leg and hook on to the toes. Inhale, lift up through the front body. Exhale, ground into the right heel. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Very gently release that foot down, toes tuck. We'll bring the right hand down to the floor. step that right foot back, and we're coming up into our downward facing dog. So shorten the stance of your downward facing dog. Shorter downward facing dog. It can really help to relieve some pressure on the shoulders. Lift the navel center to the spine, and then lift the tailbone up towards the sky, and bend the knees if that helps that happen. Engage through the fingertips and wrap those shoulder blades around towards the armpits. Now, if this is even a little too much on your shoulders, then that's where a chair comes in handy. And you can use the back of a chair, a countertop, or even a wall if you place your hands on the wall. And your down dog would be here. Either way, navel center is lifting up towards the spine, lengthening that tailbone behind us, and play around with the bend in the knees. Notice how that has a relation with the pelvis. And if you're in downward facing dog with the hands on the ground, then really let that head go. If you're using the chair or the wall, extend the crown of the head towards your hands. Breathing deeply here. Let your mind move around your body constantly while you're here. Readjust yourself. Re-engage fingertips. Re-engage the armpits and the shoulder blades. Lift through the belly. Relax the jaw. 3 more deep breaths here. And last breath. Hug the navel center up to the spine. With the next inhale, gently lower the legs back to the earth. Whew. Taking our lunge sequence on the other side. Left foot is going to step forward. Bringing that block in place for the hands, especially for that right hand. Flatten the back toes so you can lengthen out through the front thigh. Inhale, extend that left arm forward. Reach through the front of the torso. As we exhale, pull that archer arm back. So a hand is right at the level of our shoulder. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, draw back. And inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, draw back. Engage that shoulder blade. Good. 2 more. Move with your breath. And continue to root down through that front heel. And we'll inhale, reach forward, and release the hand down. Inhale here, lifting up through the front body. Exhale into that reverse lunge. Keep the base of the big toe down on the ground, and you can curl in the spine like cat. Inhale, shift forward again, lifting the chest. Exhale, shifting back. Inhale, reaching forward. You can still prop if that helps. Right? The props help to give us the space in our body that we need so we can fully experience the benefits of the posture. Good. 1 more. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Inhale, we'll shift forward again. Lengthen that left arm forward again. Exhale, pull back, arch your arms, and then extend that left arm. Maybe we pick up the back foot and hug onto the toes. Soften through the shoulders, take a big inhale, lift in the front of the body, and exhale, firmly press into the left heel. Inhale, lift through the front of the body, and exhale, twist a little deeper. Very gently release the back foot, come out of the twist. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift the knees, and step forward to the front of our mat. So coming into a ragdoll now. Our feet are a bit wider than the hips. Let everything hang. The neck, the arms, the shoulders. Maybe you hook elbows. Maybe you'd like a little extra traction in the neck. Interlace the hands at the base of the skull and let the forearms hug at the temples. Maybe you're still here. Maybe you have some rocking happening in your body. Tuning back into that element of water. In our physical body, literally flushing out garbage and waste product of our cells. And energetically flushing out thoughts that don't serve us, people that don't serve us, activities that don't serve us. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale. Release through the arms. Heel toe the feet in a little bit closer. Put a little bend through the knees. With an inhale, come into a half lift. So take the curl out of the spine. Lengthen the tailbone back. Let the chest reach forward. Shoulder blades hugging to hips. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, fold. Wrap the hands to the calf muscles. This time, keep the shoulders engaged on the back so they don't drop into the neck space, but the neck hangs long. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. With this next inhale, root through those heels, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Gaze down the nose. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach those arms forward and up. Exhale, side body stretch over to the left. Bring that right arm down. Glue it to the side body as we lengthen. Inhale, from the navel center, lift back up to center. Exhale, right arm comes down. Inhale, from the navel center, lift up. Exhale, blossom. Big inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up again. Exhale, left arm comes down, side body stretch. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, blossom the heart. Draw the elbows down. Lift through the navel and chest. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, release the hands to the sides. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Palms are going to come together at heart center. Grow nice and tall with an inhale. As we exhale, sit down into a little chair pose. So sitting back into our heels, sitting back into the tailbone, lifting up in the front body. Bring the gaze down the tip of the nose. Find a spot on the floor in front of you where you can focus. We're going to lift the left heel up. So we're on the left tippy toes. Take 3 deep breaths. And then release that left heel down. Come up onto the right tippy toes. 3 breaths. Keep the eyes focused. Keep the jaw soft. And release that down. Lift up onto both tippy toes. Take 6 breaths. Count your own breaths. Deep, full breaths. Keep going. Soften through the face and the shoulders. And when you're complete with your 6 breaths, release the heels down and come to stand. Cleansing breath. Pose. Standing on both feet. Now you might want to come to a wall and have a little wall to play with. Let's take our hands onto the hips and draw the elbows back. We're going to stand on the right leg first. So shift over into the right leg and peel that left heel up. And then from the hip joint, so from out here, turn that leg out. And you'll notice this standing leg wants to go with it. So hug that hip back. So we're opening up the thigh bones. This might be the perfect place for you to be in your tree pose. Maybe the foot comes to the calf muscle. Maybe you draw the foot up to the inner thigh. Never the knee. Don't let any part of your foot touch the knee so that you can use the whole foot. We want to feel the whole foot connected to our leg. If the heel is up in the inner thigh, dig that heel into the center and then press back a little bit with that heel. Keep rolling this thigh out, big muscles in the hips. Wherever you are, you can breathe. Maybe the palms come together at heart center. Maybe the arms extend out. Maybe they extend up. Let the arms be soft. Let the hands and fingers be soft. Not too soft that they collapse, but not stiff. Just like leaves in a tree. Lift up through the center of the body. Lift up through that whole inner standing leg. From the inside of that heel and arch of the foot up to the groin. Let that travel through the rest of the body. Like one more big breath in. With our exhale, we're going to bring our hands back to the hips wherever they were. With the next inhale, strong in the abdomen, draw that knee forward. And exhale, place it down. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Shifting to the other side, start to stand in this left leg. Peel the right heel up. From the big muscles in the hip, turn that leg out. Tuck the foot, tuck the heel into the side of the ankle. And this might be the perfect place to be on this side. Maybe the calf muscle. The whole foot is grounding to the calf muscle. No knee whatsoever. Heel to the inner thigh. Use the whole foot to press into the inner thigh. And if you've got the heel all the way up towards the groin, really dig in with the heel and then push the heel backwards. Keep rolling that thigh out. Keep working those outer hip joints. And this standing hip, this left hip, peel that back. So we're opening up the thigh bones. Wherever you are, you're there because you can breathe deeply. So the placement of the foot isn't what determines the posture, but it's your ability to stay with your breath and to maintain focus. Wherever that is for you, work there. Maybe hands come to heart center. Maybe arms extend out to the side. Maybe arms extend up. Play with your arms. Allow the hands and fingers to remain soft, energized but soft. Keep lifting through the center of the body. Feel that lift through the midline of the body all the way up. It starts down at that inner arch and inner heel of the standing leg, moves up the inner thigh, and then continues up the rest of the body. Open up that inner channel. I'll take one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly start to bring the hands back to the hips. When the next inhale comes, draw that knee forward, nice and steady. To exhale, place the foot down. Release the arms by the side. Step into both feet. Take a deep cleansing breath. Step open nice and wide on your mat. Have the toes turned out at some kind of angle. You can play around with that as we start to move. We're going to shift in our legs side to side. Sun circles. As a big full body movement. We're going to take them real soft and gentle. Start moving in any direction. Shift into the knee and let the arms come up and over. And then shift into the other knee and rotate down. So there's twisting, there's side body stretching, there's folding and lengthening. So down is the exhale, up and around to the other side is the inhale. And you can experiment with this. You can, as you come down, let the arms and fingertips grace the floor. You might keep the torso more level with the hips. And we'll take one more in this direction. Pause at the top. And then begin in the opposite direction, shifting from knee to knee. Side body stretching, twisting, getting the whole body involved. Play around with your arms and torso again, dipping more towards the earth or staying more level, shoulders level with the hips. Let the breath flow. The flow of the breath is encouraging the flow of our lymph system, the flow of our water, both in our physical and energetic bodies. We'll take one more. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, release the arms down. And step the feet together. Let the arms hang heavy with gravity. Release chin to chest. Inhale, roll right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And continue with these little neck rotations from side to side. Move gently. Never forcing our neck. But remembering the intention of our practice to open up these waterways. to open up the congested space for the flushing out, for our physical health, and for our mental health. The next time we're over at the right side, we're going to stay there. Activate out through the left arm a bit. Take it at about 45 degrees. Extend out and energize down through the fingers as we allow gravity to remain working on the head. Breathing. And then finding some movement. Rotate the chin down towards the collarbone. Draw the arm forward. And then begin to explore. Rolling the chin up towards the sky. Rolling through the shoulder and the arm bones. And even rolling through the wrists. Getting the fingers involved. And we'll slowly lower the left arm down to the side and release chin to chest. Pause here at center. Take a deep breath. Rolling left ear to left shoulder. Pause here for a moment. And then begin to extend out through the right arm, about 45 degrees. Stretch all the way down through the fingertips and allow gravity to continue to work on the head. Breathe here. And then very slowly roll the chin down towards that left collarbone. Once that's in place, slowly start to draw that right arm forward. And now explore. Very gently begin to explore through your neck and your arm. Rotate that arm bone in the shoulder joint. Rotate through the wrists and move through all the fingers. Just keep breathing deeply, no specific breath rhythm with movement. Whatever feels good for you in your own body in this moment. And the right arm will slowly start to lower back down by the side. When an exhale comes, release chin to chest. Take a deep breath here. Take another inhale, still with chin to chest. Continue to roll down into another ragdoll. Separate the feet a little wider than the hips. Let the arms hang. So don't hook them in any way. Let the arms hang completely. Let the head hang completely. A little bend in the knees maybe to lengthen through the lower back. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Ground those fingertips onto the floor. We're going to slowly come to sit down. And we're going to roll right onto our backs to lie down. Now you do want to make sure that you've got a prop handy, a pillow, or a folded blanket. When you come to lie down, make sure you've got no ponytails or clips or bandanas in the way. We're going to place our feet down onto the floor. Lift the hips up and bring your prop underneath it. So this, again, it might be a block. It might be a pillow or some folded blankets. And then from here, tuck the shoulders under the body so the arms roll out a bit. We're going to draw the thighs in towards the belly first, one leg at a time, and then extend the legs up into the air, one leg at a time. Now, we might be rolling off of our prop and the feet might be coming towards the head. If that's the case for you, then bring the feet back so they line up over the hips. And then if you need, put a bend in the knee a little bit. This will help to keep the pelvis open. Let the toes spread. And maybe you even take a few moments and pump through the ankles. Once again, helping that water flow through our legs that is usually flowing against gravity. So now helping the waterways flow with gravity. Bringing everything we don't need in the cells, in the muscles of our legs, into the digestive system to be eliminated. Imagining that whirlpool again. The top of the feet is the top of the funnel. And the water is swirling around in a circular motion, drawing all that it needs to be eliminated into the digestive system to be eliminated. And as you visualize that funnel, that whirlpool, toss in some thoughts, toss in some beliefs, toss in those expectations. Let those things get eliminated. Breathing deeply. Feel the sensation of water. Feel the cleansing quality that comes with that water, the flushing out of the old. And let's take 5 more breaths here. Count down your exhales. Really focusing on these final breaths. And we'll finish with a cleansing breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One by one, bend the knees to tuck the thighs towards the belly. And then one by one, place the feet down to the floor. Take a breath here, resting on your prop. And then press into the heels to lift the hips up just enough. Out. Let the low back roll down to the floor. Extend extend the right leg. Draw the left knee in towards the belly. And then you can shift your hips over to the left a few inches. And then cross that leg over. You can always place some support underneath here, your pillows, your blocks. Then tuck that right shoulder over a little bit, making some room for the left shoulder blade to come down. Left arm can be extended out into a T or cactus shape. Inhale. Feel the rib cage expand. As you exhale, move a little deeper into the twist. Even if that moving deeper simply means less gripping. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Let these breaths work the posture from the inside out. And at the end of your final exhale, hug navel center into spine to move out of this twist. Coming onto our back, hug that thigh into the belly, and then extend left leg down. Draw the right leg up. Shift your hips around. You might scoot your hips to the right just a little bit. Squeeze that right thigh in, and then as you exhale, twist over. Again, setting up any props underneath this knee and ankle that feel supportive for you. Take the time to do that. And then we're going to scoot the left shoulder over, making a little bit more room for this right shoulder blade to come down. Extend through that right arm, how it feels good in your body. And breathe deeply. As you inhale, notice the rib cage expanding. And as you exhale, how can you deepen into the twist? Softening some tension in the body. Engaging through the abdomen more. Let the breath work this posture from the inside out. Three more deep breaths here. And at the end of your final exhale, hug navel center into spine. Keep that engagement as we roll out of our twist. Adjusting ourselves on our mat once again. Hugging that right thigh into the belly. Draw the left leg back up and curl yourself in as tight as you can. Squeeze every single muscle in your body as tight as you can. Clench every muscle. Tight, tight, clench even tighter. And then release. Shavasana. Let yourself lengthen out on your mat. If there's any adjustments you like to make with your clothing or with props, place a prop under the knees, something under the head, maybe covering yourself with a blanket. As you do those things, make them a part of the practice. Keep that quality of flow, that quality of opening, the compression. Making your way into Shavasana, corpse pose. The ultimate posture of letting go. This is the posture where there's absolutely no effort for us to put in, not even with our mind. Don't even focus your mind, but allow your energetic anatomy to take over the practice. Remember, no matter how still we become, there's always movement inside of us, working to keep us healthy and balanced, always seeking to work towards balance. Let that happen. And as you rest here in your Shavasana, you'll hear the sound of tuning forks. Allow the sound of the tuning forks to resonate with your system. Becoming aware of your physical body. Become aware of stillness. Become aware that you have the ability to move, but for right now, you're choosing not to move. I can move my body, and I choose not to move my body. Within that stillness, become aware of a movement. A movement of energy around you, within you. The movement of water, cleansing out your physical body, cleansing out your mind and emotions. Become aware of this flowing water, whose sole purpose is to flush out what you do not need. Offer this water gratitude. Gratitude for its presence and for its ability to work even when you're not paying attention to it. Become aware of your physical body lying on the floor. Begin to deepen your breath. Allow your breath to stretch out into the fingers and toes, bringing soft little movements there. And as your breath deepens, allow the breath to move into all parts of your body. Begin to stretch. Begin to physically move your body in any way that feels good, in any way that assists you in waking up from this long shavasana. And your movements will eventually bring you over into the fetal position. Curl up on either side. Use either your bottom arm or some prop as a pillow. Take a cleansing breath here. And then with as little effort as possible, press your top hand into the floor and slowly peel yourself up. Let your head be the very last part to lift. Coming into a tall, comfortable seat, either sitting on a cushion or back up in the chair. Bringing our palms together at heart center, lifting our hearts, bowing the head. Take this moment and send yourself loving gratitude. Thank yourself for carving out this time and space to practice, to honor the element of water and the processes that it creates and supports within you. Now send loving gratitude out into the world to everyone who is practicing conscious living in this moment. Send loving gratitude out even further to all the teachers who ever were, who are, and will be, who honorably carry these sacred teachings from South Asia. May these teachings bring you back to your own center, connect you to your roots and your ancestors so that you can find your way home and your place of belonging in the world. Take with you everything from this practice that serves you. Leave behind anything else. And may the work that we started today continue on for your highest good and healing. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and attention today for this practice. Have a beautiful day. May it ripple out into every other part of your day today. Please like this class, share it, subscribe, let other people know about this, and if you have the ability to donate, please do. There is no advertising ever on this YouTube channel. It is all supported by the community who breathes and practices together. You can find out all information at irenedarty.com. And of course, if you ever need any assistance on your own practice, personal practice, let me know. I'm happy to be there for you. Have a beautiful day.